What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel on this happy Sunday. Hopefully don't red bar this week, unlike last week's Teambuilder. But before we begin, like and subscribe, all that fun stuff, and let's get into it. As you can see, this week is not a quote-unquote original creation of mine. This is more of Haydunn's Mew. It's literally from one of Haydunn's video. I was fascinated by the Mew that he built, and here we are. We're gonna run a Mew, folks, and it's an interesting strat. So the EVs are quite straightforward. It's max bulk, max speed, because we need that. But the idea is for this Mew to imprison, which essentially blocks access to the same moves. So say that I'm a Mew with Psychic and I'm against Espeon with Psychic. I use Imprison, that Espeon can no longer use Psychic. It blocks access to that move, but we have the same moveset, or same move in our moveset. So because we used Imprison, the next idea would be to transform into that Pokemon. So when we transform into that Pokemon, right, all of a sudden our moves are the same as our opponent, and they can't use any of their moves. So what they'll do is they'll struggle. And why will they struggle? Because they are trapped in a fire spin. They're going to be trapped in a fire spin, struggle killing themselves and getting chipped by fire spin, and are damaging moves as well. We have Taunt here for utility purposes to block recovers and whatnot. As you can see, this Mew is a very gimmicky Mew. It is a very cheese Mew. I love cheese. So the idea would be, it's kind of I don't actually have the rhythm down myself quite yet, but I think the pattern would be to imprison, then fire spin into transform. So transform would be our third move. Taunt is kind of our fourth to deter stuff from happening. But then, so I think what we'll do is we'll send this in on a hazard set, so Skarmory. We'll fire spin it in so it can't get out, and then we'll taunt it or something like that, right? So that way it can get up at least one turn of hazards, but it's trapped there. It can't roar me out. Then imprison, transform, and it's stuck there, and then we'll get rid of the Skarm. We'll also be restoring our health with leftovers, because I know defensive Skarm is more defensive than physical, so, and Mew is 100 across the board. So the goal will be to trap those annoying mons and hopefully get rid of them rather easily. But in the event we can't, we have our supporting supporting cast of characters. Rodtang, the Infernape, Choice Band Infernape makes a debut. Close Combat, Raging Fury, U-Turn, and Thunder Punch. The Iron Man is here to absolutely destroy things. Close Combat, 120 base power move, right? It's a nuke coming off of 104 base attack at +1. So that's about, what, 52? So it's about 156 base power move, or base attack stat rather, boosting that 120 base power. Raging Fury is the fire type outrage. Yeah, I think that's the only equivalent. Fire type outrage, Petal Dance if you're a grass type. 120 base power, fire type move without the cost of HP, so we want to preserve Rodtang as much as possible. U-turn for switch initiative, and Thunder Punch with the Terra Electric to defer water types here as well, so we don't get blocked by stuff like Toxapex, right? And we would still have that weakness to ground anyway. Rodtang isn't particularly the most bulky thing, but it does have the most spirit, and will be here to punch holes through our team, through our opponent's team. Gabriel is our defensive wall, making a return. Toxic Taunt, Spikes, Crunch. We know how bulky this thing can be, especially setting up Spikes and Toxic everywhere. Just doing that, a little chunk of chip damage will go a long way, even with Toxic. Spreading Toxic through our Blissies and Snorlaxes, right? Bulkier mons of that sort, Dragonites, right? Will go a long way. Crunch for, honestly, solid chunk of chip damage there, 115 base attack. It is here with the Intimidate to lower, eat hits. It's going to be reliably well. Goonch makes a return. I was surprised that I'm running Goonch again as our designated lead / hazard setter. Stealth Rock, Spikes, Earthquake, Stone Edges, right? We're here to just set up those hazards and go down. We have ground rock coverage for neutral coverage all around. And 78 attack is rather weak for Mon, but it's good for its role. I don't think Witchcash will be here quite long time because it's very middling bulk, but it is here to get up the hazards, guarantee hazards, right? If we go up against Grimmsnarl, we can chip it down. We're immune to Thunder Waves, right? So we just have to watch out for Taunt. We'll go for Stealth Rocks, but then we'll hit Stone Edges and Earthquakes. Goonch is the lead. Hammer makes a return. Hammer makes a return here. She's rocking that Max Badef set. Stealth Rock Thunderwave, knockoff Gigaton Hammer. So again, more hazard setting, more status spreading, knockoff items, big chunk of damage with the hammer here. Tinkaton is very, very bulky on the Spadef side. We will be using it as our designated Spadef while it pairs well with Gabriel. I do notice that we have a very big ground weakness on our team, but it gets rounded at the rear with a debuting Disaster, the Choice Specs Hydreigon, Dragon Pulse, Dark Pulse, Flash Cannon, and U-Turn. This thing is about to wreak havoc, folks, because this is a base 125, so what's 50% of that? That's about, I don't know, 7, not even 75. A little less than 75, maybe around 60-ish, so that's about a 185 underestimating base special attack stat there with Dragon Pulse and Dark Pulse that hits reliably well. We're not running Draco Meteors, we don't want to lower our stats. Flash Cannon for general coverage for those ice and fairy types, and U-Turn to get the heck out of there into Rod Tank to beat up those steel types and whatnot, fighting types we go into Gabriel, etc. Right? So this team is very, very balanced, and it's very, we have a lot of contingency plans in the event Mew goes down, but Mew most likely won't hit the field until mid to late game. And the reason for that is because if we give too many switch options still available, the Mew plan does not work reliably. And what I'm finding more success in is having middle when the team is weakened, right? So we have the hazards up, and there's mons that are going to go down to hazards, but we have the Mew still healthy for stuff that can take the rock. So like Magnezone, right? We can imprison the Magnezone and keep it there, right? So that's the whole reason why we'll use Mew in the middle to late game. Mew might honestly be used as a sacrificial mon. I mean, it is very bulky, it'll take the hits, but there will be a time where we'll just get the Fire Spin, chip damage, and go down, right? And hopefully we have enough health to honestly back up our team. I'm also noticing that we have triple leftovers, but that's never deterred us in the past before either. But here's the team in all of its glory. Wish us luck this week. Thank you, Haydunn. I'm going to give a lot of credit. Haydunn's, that video link is going to be in the description down below. And then we have our team builder, this team build that we have, our custom team build, with our own supporting cast, and the Pokepaste down below. It's always down below, but I'm going to give credit to Haydunn's Mew throughout this whole week. So that's why if you see another video to Haydunn's Mew's video, that's why it's down there. I have to give credit, of course, to the original creator. That's always great. But thank you guys again for watching all the support. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. This is my finals week actually for school. I'm so excited I can finally play Legends EA, but I have to get all these Wi-Fi battles out first because it's going to give my channel some sustainability through the season of next term when I won't have enough time to record it. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching all the support. Thank you for sticking through with me through this semester, and I'll see you all in the battles this week. Until then, bye-bye for now.